Hey golfers, Erica Larkin. I'm here in Bend, Oregon with my fellow Golf Fanatics for School, and I'm bringing you some of their best over-the-top tips to help you improve your golf swing. All right, first up at bat for his best over-the-top fix for you, Tony Balassone from Bluffton, South Carolina.
Yep.
Coach with the Andrew Rice Golf Academy and Golf Fanatics. Tony, we work together a lot. I know you got some great tricks up your sleeve. Show us what you got.
This one is a great drill. What I've done is I have two alignment sticks. I have one in the ground at about an angle like this. You can see that it's about a grip. The tip of the shaft is about a grip above the ground. When you start out, we want to have it that high. As you become more efficient with it, we're going to lower it down a little bit. And then about 6 feet, 7 feet out in front, on the same target line, I have another alignment stick. And what this drill is all about is really getting you to groove that in to out swing. And with that second stick there, it enables us to really start to work on controlling the club face. So what I have, when we're in a lessons, I'll have my students set up, take one practice takeaway so they can see they're not going to hit the stick on the way back.
Yeah, if you hit it, you'd be really lifting the club this way, okay?
And now if you come down and go over the top to show them what's going to happen if they come over the top, you're going to see that you'd hit the stick there.
Right.
So if you're able to come down and miss that stick, you know that you've come from the inside. And then the second part of the drill would be to try to have the ball fly through this area, and that is going to develop you into making slight draws with your golf swing, and you're really going to be controlling the face. Periodically, if you close the face too early, you can either hit the stick or go to the left of the stick. So it's really a great drill for cleaning up two aspects of your game.
Yeah, I like it. So this is really helping with the approach into the ball, and then having the stick out there is going to really encourage not only the right exit, but also you have to match up the face. If the face is too open, and let's say you come in and you get underneath this first rod, but you leave the face too open, your ball will go off to the right. And so you'll know that you've gotten half of it right. You've gotten the approach, the angle of attack, the swing path right, but you need to do a little bit more closing of the face on the way through to make the ball come back around to the target. So part of being in to out is moving the ball back to the target, not just pushing it, out to right field. Now, what about alignment? Because I feel like it could be a little sneaky. People might try to aim.
What I try to do is I tell people to imagine that this line from the tip to that remains constant, and I don't want either of your toes to be closer to that imaginary line.
Okay, so I'm going to try one. Let's see if I can clear both sticks here.
And you can see that caused you to have a nice tight draw.
Yeah, that worked really good. I like it on a little tee to start with. I think just graduating to the ground.
Not only that, but if you have it on a tee, you're not going to have to change the stick around that much, because eventually you're going to start to make slight divots. If it's on the tee, you're going to have less time moving sticks around and more time practicing.
Yeah, I love that. This is a great idea. Thanks for sharing with me, Tony.
Oh, no, thanks for having me.
All right, no more over the tops. Next up, Adam Bazalgette.
Hello, Erica Larkin. How are you?
Country Club, fellow golf fanatic. I'm doing great.
Good.
Give us your best over-the-top fix. I know we've got irons in our hands, so.
Well, I think the
principle
would be that if you picture where my hands begin, or the club begins, I've gone both in and up in a decent backswing. Most people don't come down enough before the club comes around. They come out, then they come down. So what they need to feel one way or another is that this trail arm that's folded begins to gradually straighten out, as that's what brings the club down. Now the key with that thing is don't drop your shoulder way down, don't throw it wide, just a nice dynamic movement. I like to picture if there was a bucket there, just whacking the thing like that. And still the body's leading, there's still a bump of weight there, but that thing has to get down before it comes in front of you. So a way to do that is to make some little swings where you almost tap the ground back here, and then on the third or fourth one, just come forward and knock it off there. It's a different feel for most people.
Yeah, so it definitely gets everything shallow.
This way.
Yeah, it's weird to kind of think about leaving your arms behind you, but if your arms are willing to be patient and your body starts to make that pressure shift, then naturally your arms should fall back there if you're not in a rush to get to the ball.
If that thing doesn't straighten out and you start turning, you'll be on top of the ball too much. So again, it's dynamic, lower body's leading, but that thing has to get down. I think another thing mentally, people see the ball over there, they've got the club over here, their instinct to hit it is to go straight towards it. It shouldn't. The club should come down before it goes that way. So mentally, you have to rewire that a little bit.
So when you're thinking about, dropping the club back behind you too, to avoid the instinct to maybe cast down to that position, what do you think about maybe even just soft grip pressure so they're not, engaging your hands?
I'll sometimes give someone a little towel that's about this long and say, hey, pop the towel to the side of your body. It's not way out in space, it's dynamic.
little narrower
but it's
feeling?
Yeah, nice
Narrower
and bouncy
feeling.
and narrow and powerful.
So
but it's still getting down.
It's coming down. It's a little bit on the narrower side, meaning we're not getting
Sure.
wide out here. And then that kind of keeps everything almost like tucked in back here to the side and behind our body, so that then the club can approach
Yeah,
more
isn't that difficult?
from the inside.
If you were standing here and you had to hammer a piece of wood, you wouldn't do that, nor would you do this. You just pop the thing down and whack the wood. It's the same thing. Just
I like that.
play around with it, get a tee under the ball, and just see what you can come up with. I've seen people make real progress.
Maybe
with that
watch
real
yourself
pretty
in front of a
quickly.
mirror or something.
Sure,
You know, that's a good
Don't
idea.
be too intent on perfect contact with the
Yeah.
Just change the shape of the swing. You'll sort it out.
Yeah, swing shape, really important. I love that. Thanks for your ideas. Good
You're
imagery.
welcome.
Good
Good fun.
imagery, good feels.